developers, welcome back. In the previous lesson, we have set up a automatic Laravel backup using this Spatsys Laravel backup package, and we have stored the backup in the local storage that is defined in the config backup.php. Right here in the destination, the disk is backup, and that backup disk is defined in the config file systems right here. That is going to save the backup files in the storage app backups directory. Now today in this lesson we will see how we can store backups on Google Drive. I have written a step-by-step instructions how to set up Laravel backup on Google Drive on the Kirolab website right here. So we are going to follow all these steps listed here in this article. So let's start. The first step is installation of the Laravel backup package that we have already installed it in the previous lesson. So we can skip this part. Our next step is to add Google Disk in the disk array of the config backup.php file. So let's add this. So I'm going to copy it and let's navigate to config backup.php, and right here in the disk I'll add Google. Now we have added a Google disk, but right now we don't have created this disk. So our next step is to create this disk. For that, first we need to set up Google Drive as file system in Laravel. For that we need to install file system adapter for Google Drive, which is provided by this package. So let's install this. So in the terminal, so let's run this command. Now it is installed. So here next we will create Google Drive service provider. So let's copy this, and in the terminal we will run php artisan make provider Google Drive service provider. Provider is created successfully. That is in the app providers Google service provider right here. And in this Google Drive service provider, in the boot method we need to add this snippet. Let's copy this and paste it right here. So basically what is happening here, first we created a Google client using this Google client class, and for this client we have passed the client ID, that is going to be Google client ID, and the Google client secret, and then refresh token, and then this client is passed in the Google service driver class, and then this service variable is passed in the Google Drive adapter. This adapter is passed in the file system to integrate it with the Laravel storage class. Right now you can see we have a red line under the storage class indicating this class not found, and because this storage class is a facade and this VS editor has not recognized this facade, so import this. And similarly, I don't want this slash here. Instead here I'll say use Google client. Same thing for this Google service drive, use Google service drive. Let's import this and this file system as well. Now remove it. Now it's done. Now let's see the next step. Next we need to register this service provider in the config app.php. So let's go to the config app.php and scroll down right here in the application service provider. Here I'll say Google Drive service provider. Let's close this, and here also done. So let's close this. Let's see the next step. So our next step is to create this Google disk in the config file system. So let's copy this and navigate to config file systems.php, and I will add it right here. It's done. And in this disk we have driver Google that we have registered in the service provider, Google Drive service provider, this one, and it has client ID, client secret, refresh token, and folder ID. We need to define these variables in the .env file. So let's copy these and paste that in the .env file. Now our final step is to get these credentials from the Google app. So let's see our next steps. So here we will navigate to console.developers.google.com. Now right here we need to create a project. We can create a project from this link or from this drop down. We will specify the project name. Let's say project name is Laravel backup tutorial, and let's create this. It will take a few seconds and is done. Our project is created, and make sure this project is selected right here in this drop down. And now we need to go library and search for Google Drive API. That is right here in this library, and here we will search Google Drive API, this one. Let's select this and we are going to enable it. Next, we have enabled it, and now we go to credentials and then OAuth consent screen. Let's see, here is the credentials, and from here we will click on this config consent screen. This is disabled. It is enabled if you are a G Suite user. So here I'm going to select external and create, and in this form we need to specify name, support email, and developer contacts, and other fields are not required, so we can leave that. So here app name is Laravel backup tutorial and email address. Next, scroll down and here is the, and now save and continue. And in the scopes chat, nothing needed here, so save and continue. In the test user also save and continue, and summary, nothing here, so let's go back to dashboard. Right now you can see publishing status is testing. In the testing environment, backups are not going to work, so we have to publish this app. So let's publish this and confirm. Now app is published. Next, now we need to go back to credentials and create credentials OAuth client ID. So let's go back in the credentials, create credentials OAuth client ID, this one. And here in this form we need to specify application type web application, and let's say name is Laravel backup. And next we need to add authorized redirect URI. For temporary we need to add this URI in the authorized redirect URI for our next step. So let's add this and create. And now client ID and client secret is created. Let's copy this and paste that in the environment file right here. The client ID is here, and next, and let's copy this client secret and paste that right here. Next we need this refresh token, so let's see our next step, and right here, and to get refresh token we need to navigate to this URI. So let's click this, and on this page we have to click on the settings icon, that is right here, this one, and then we need to check use your own auth credentials, this one. Now here we need to add our own created OAuth client ID and OAuth client secret. So let's add this. Here is our client ID, paste that here, and this is the client secret and paste that here. Is done. Now close this, and next we need to search for Drive APIs and select all these options. So let's see this, and that is here, Drive APIs. Select all these options and then click Authorize APIs. Don't worry about this error. This error is because our app is not verified by Google. So here we will click this advanced and click this link, allow, 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 and allow all these, and allow right here. Now it's done. And now here we need to select this auto refresh token before it expire and click this button and go back to step 2, and now here we have refresh token. Let's copy this and paste that here in the refresh tokens. Now to get this Google Drive folder ID, we will open the Google Drive. So in the new tab, let's open the drive.google.com. One thing I forgot to mention that this Google Drive folder ID is optional. If here the folder ID is null, it is going to upload all the files in the root path right here. If you don't want to upload the files on the root path, instead you want to store all the files in the specific directory. For example, let's say I want to store all the backups in the Laravel backups directory, then we have to specify its ID right here. So how we will get the ID of this folder? For that, let's open it, and its ID is right here in this URL, this one, and copy it and paste it right here. It's done. Now we have the all values for these variables, and we are ready to upload files in the Google Drive. So let's test this. So in the routes web.php, right here in this home route, I'm going to upload a file in the Google Drive. So here I'll say storage disk, and here we will specify disk Google, which we have created in the file system Google disk, this one. And next we will say put, and in this put method we need to pass the file name. Let's say hello.txt, and its content is hello world. Is done. Now go back to browser. In the next tab, let's open the Laravel 45.test. It is taking time because it is trying to upload the data in the Google Drive, and is done. Now let's see the Google Drive, and here we have hello.txt. Let's open this, and here is the hello world. Let's delete this. Now let's see if it also uploads the backup files. So in the terminal, here I'll run php artisan backup run, and it failed. We get error, file not found Laravel. This error is because in the backup.php, here it get the name from the app.name, and in the environment file it is Laravel. So what this backup package does, it is looking for the folder name Laravel in the Google Drive, but it is not exist. If we create a Laravel directory here, even though it is not going to work, because Google Drive tracks the folder using these IDs. So to fix this error, we have two solutions. First, what we can do, we will set this name empty string. So now this name field is empty, so our Laravel backup will be stored right here in this Laravel backups directory. And we have also specified the disk backup that is going to store the backups in the storage app backups directory. Previously it has saved the backup file in the backups Laravel directory. Now because this name field is empty string, this time it will save the backups in the backup directory, not in the Laravel directory. Let's see this. So let's run the php artisan backup run again. And here we go. Now backup is completed successfully. And if we see the Google Drive, here is the backup file, and in the local storage we have backup in the backups, this one. Now let's assume in this Google Drive you also want to upload some files, maybe some reports or PDF files, and you don't want to store backups in the same directory. Instead you want to store backup in the backups directory right here. And now its name Laravel backups doesn't make sense, so let's rename it to Laravel, the app name. And in this app you have another directory backups, and you want to store your backups in the Laravel backups directory and all other files right here in the Laravel directory. So in that case, what we need, we will copy this ID of this backups folder and paste that right here. Now your backups will be stored in this backups directory, and in the local storage it is going to create this folder ID in the backups directory, and in that folder it is going to store the backup files. Let's see. So let's run the php artisan backup run. Now backup is completed, Now in the Google Drive, and here we have new backup, and in the local storage we can see it has created a new folder and its name is this ID, and in this folder we have backup file. I guess you may have not liked the name of this directory. So instead of this, what we are going to do, we will create another disk, and I'm going to name it Google Backups. For this folder ID, I'm going to say Google Drive Backup folder ID, and let's define this ID right here, and its value is this one, and let's remove this from here and paste it right here. It's done. Now this time the backup file should be stored in this backups folder. So let's test this. First let's remove these files, and let's run the PHP Artisan backup run again. Now backup is completed, and in the backups directory we have our backup file, and in the Google Drive we didn't see the backup here. In the Laravel directory we have two backup files. Actually I forget to add this Google Backups disk right here. We need to replace this Google with the Google Backups disk. Now save it and run the backup again. Now it's complete. Now in the backups directory we have two backups, and in the Google Drive backups directory here also we have two backups. It is working. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next lesson.